Well, here's an update on the Big Gun ECO system, the ES series. I think they also have an EVO series, which is not as big as round and a little bit smaller. But there's really nothing good to say about it at all. When I first got it, the springs were wrong. The stock springs came out and they were about here, so they just fell off. There nothing there. It didn't come with no mounting hardware. One guy mentioned whenever I very first put this on, made the video, he goes, "Why'd you take the spark arrestor out?" I didn't. It came in a separate little packy. I do have it in now. You gotta take 3 bolts out, take the end cap off. End cap's pretty cool. That's about it. The end cap is pretty cool. I tried to find it Two Brothers, but they don't make them for the Arctic Cat, which is ironic because Arctic Cat's made in America, and so are they, but they make them for every other make except for Arctic Cat. It's not that hard to fab up an exhaust system for them, especially with their high tech. But this thing here, there's nothing good to say about it. Like I said, the springs are bad. They said it's 98 dB trail friendly. That's the only reason why I got it, because there was other HMF pipes I heard that they were a little too loud. I just wanted it more deep because the stock one, you could plug it up with your thumb. That's how small it is, and I don't know why in the hell they would do something like that, but they did. So I wanted something just a little bit more of a deeper tone, make it sound like a twin, because it is a twin. And yeah, I got that plus some. It's nowhere even close to 98 dB. It's more like 115, maybe 120. It's obnoxious. I ride with 400s, 450 sport wheelers, at least 15 of them. I have roughly about almost 400 miles on this, and there has not been one other ATV out there that I have found to be even remotely as loud as this. I'm in the back of the pack of 9 guys, and the front guy can't hear anybody but me. That's bad. You know, that's 1/8 of a mile worth of ATVs, and the only thing he can hear is this thing. It's not fun, man. It's horrible. I just did this temporary. I put this aluminum foil in here because I knew there was more leaks. The stock ring, they don't give you another ring with this cheap exhaust system, but the stock ring really doesn't fit it too well, and it does leak. So I just piled this on there just to give it a quick test. As you see, it's still chrome-like. I'm not going to keep that on there. But, well, I found out where all the leaks and stuff were coming from. If you see this dark spot right here, I did clean the exhaust off. But you can see that right there. And on the coupler, there's quite a bit coming out. Every little orifice that doesn't have a rivet, it's leaking excessively. It's nasty. Piece of shit. The biggest disappointment I ever bought. You know, I got this and the fuel programmer that they had. Well, that's my update. Is don't get one. I confronted them about the springs. They said, well, you know, we'll get that figured out. We thought they would fit, and you know, the stock springs are fit. Well, they don't, not even close. What else was I going to say? Oh, I noticed that the ECO ES system, they took it off the Thundercat, so you can no longer get it for the Thundercat on their website. Now, that was last week I looked, and I was like, oh, I wonder why they did that. It couldn't have been just because of the springs. Maybe they had more than just one complaint. But I'm telling you right now, this thing is just rotten. I asked them about returning it, the whole system and everything. They said they won't do it. It was relatively new. I have the proof of purchase and everything. I have nothing good to say about these guys at all. Now, you might get away with like a little CC, like a 400, 450, and it'd sound cool as hell. But this thing it's really loud. It's stupid loud. You can see how big around the stock exhaust is, right? Well, oh, my knees. See how big around that sucker is. So the exhaust is pretty much just shooting right out. It's huge, man. 3 fingers deep. But yeah, that's the only laugh I'm gonna get out of that. It's the worst exhaust ever. If you like extremely loud, and your buddies don't care if you're riding with deaf mutes, then go for it, you know. But everybody is annoyed by it. I said, I'm in the back of nine other riders, roughly an eighth a mile, and the front guy, he could still hear my wheeler over everybody's. And everybody's got aftermarket exhaust on their sport wheelers or their 4x4s. And it's retarded. Never buy one again. I'll never deal with them. I'm just going to bash them. Simple fact is, they don't keep up to their word. They won't take their product back after it's faulty. As you can clearly see, you know, that's a faulty part. The springs are a faulty part. It's way too loud. And it's just, you know, if you're going to put it in captions there, 98 dB trail safe, then stand by your word. And if it's wrong, well, then take it back. So this is me bashing Big Gun exhaust, big time. Never buy one again. Piece of fucking shit.